Do you really like Jason for him, or is it just what you see on Instagram because you know he's popping?
I mean, at first, when I started off like it was like that. It was just like for him, it was for the lifestyle. But then once I actually got to know him over the time, things did grow. And now I do have feelings for him. But I'ma just be honest. I do have a boyfriend in real life.
You gotta go. You're whack.
Nah, listen.
No, you. I don't want to listen to you. Liar.
Pause.
Lying ass.
Pause. Hold on.
I just told her to stop stalling. I was like, because if you ever love me, you should give me the answers I need.
No.
Gabby?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Obviously, you know Jeanette and you know Kiara. I'm not sure if you know me and Cami. We got involved because a profile that you are associated with might have been fake, and so here we are. We've got a lot of questions, but before we get into that, we just wanted to give you an opportunity. Others might not give you that opportunity, but we thought, let's see what you have to say for yourself before we start asking questions.
I'd rather just go with the questions for now.
All right, so tell us what went down with you and Jeanette.
Yes, I was talking to Jeanette as Patrick and with Kiara. Her problem the whole time was that I wasn't really out there with her. It was a formal validation for her.
I'm confused. So you pretended to be Patrick to get validation from my cousin?
Yes, because I'm not really talking to anybody about our relationship. Nobody knows about it.
So you made the Patrick profile so that it would appear as though you had told your cousin that you were open about your relationship with Kiara?
Yes.
Then why create this fake cousin and carry on a romantic relationship with Jeanette?
I guess I was just going with it.
But it was you. You weren't going with it. You made it. You said to Kiara, we should set my cousin up with your cousin, and then you yourself, as Gabby, showed Jeanette pictures of Patrick and kept telling her how great he was. Like, you really made that happen.
I shouldn't have done it. It was just there laying around, and
That's complete bull, because you've done it before.
Have you ever done this before?
Yes. I just talked to a girl once before behind a fake profile, but
Once.
yes.
Okay, so Neve, do you want to come out with it or should I?
We're just in a position now where Kiara's giving you an opportunity to come clean. But before we tell you about all the conversations that we've had with people, I'm gonna give you one more chance, even though you definitely don't deserve it, to drop the act and say something to Kiara, because you broke her heart, and I don't even know why she's even giving you a chance to talk to her, but you've got one chance. And so far, you're blowing it.
You're talking about the current situation with Jeanette and Kiara.
Listen, Gabby, I'm gonna do you a solid and let you know we have spoken to multiple people. We have names, we have timelines, we have all the information. So it would be in your best interest to be honest and cut the. We know Chris, we know Patrick, we know Miranda, we know Samantha, we know Brittany, we know Sarah, we know her husband, we know everyone. So it is now your turn. Why don't we start with Sarah? Do you know who Sarah is?
Yes, I know Sarah, but I don't know the other people.
Okay, that's a good start.
There's a male voice that's been talking to Sarah and her husband at least 5 to 10 times. So who is that?
It was just a random guy.
The same random guy every single time?
No, it was two different ones.
Okay.
With Sarah, we just talked as friends. It was somebody who could pour out her problems to me, and I could pour out my problems to her.
But they weren't your problems because you were talking to her as Patrick. And we talked to other people who were in romantic relationships with you posing as a guy.
I am really not sure about this what are you talking about?
Is that because there are so many? Because we know about you contacting the BMX writer to ask for the video of you pretending to be a producer of some kind of movie or whatever. I just need you to understand that we know already. It is your turn. This is your chance. Tell us the truth.
I don't know this story. Like, I really don't know what BMX rider or what you are talking about right now.
You don't know Samantha in Jersey?
I don't know any Samantha.
What about Miranda?
And Brittany?
I don't know any Brittany. I admit to the things I've done, but this 3 different kind of people and BMX rider and Samantha in Jersey City is just no.
So maybe we can clear this up then. Why don't we bring some people into the Zoom so we can clear this up? All right, there's Samantha.
Hi. Oh, and there's Brittany.
There we go, perfect. Okay, hi, ladies.
I don't know any of these people.
You don't know these people, Gabby?
I don't know either of them, no.
You don't know me?
I really don't. This is the first time I'm seeing you.
Do you remember Christian Wagner? Do you remember Patrick? How dare you?
But I don't know you.
Gabby,
Like,
we all know it's you. And there's so many of us. There are so many girls who have so much information on you and all the phone numbers you've used and what you've done to people. Like, just own up to it so you can go on with your life.
And Brittany, you don't know Brittany?
I don't know Brittany.
You don't know Brittany?
I met you face to face, and you had an attitude the second that I met you, and then you made it your life's mission to try to make my best friend hate me. So to sit there and say that you don't know me when I literally sat 10 feet from
Who
you.
is your best friend?
You know who my
Who is
best
your
friend
best
is.
friend?
Who was your roommate, Gabby, that wasn't allowed to go hang out with your best friend?
Gabby, we're talking about Miranda.
My best friend. And I'm the one that figured out that Chris Wagner was fake, Gabby. When Miranda and I did more research, we found other girls that had been victims going back as far as 2012. So this has been going on for many, many years.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
I have all of the messages from you, Gabby. I've saved all of them. The guy that you reached out to in Australia, he has the message you sent him. You're going to be in a movie, asking him to portray this character saying my name.
To me.
He has it documented.
I just want to give you one more opportunity, Gabby. Do you know Samantha? And do you know Brittany?
I know Sam and Miranda. Samantha, I really don't know her.
I mean, you're a liar.
She may not remember you, Samantha. She's done this potentially to dozens of other women.
Dozens
maybe.
of girls. Bye.
Bye, Samantha.
I just hope that you grow from this, and I hope you learn from this, and I hope you understand that when you hurt one person, you hurt everyone around them that cares about them.
I understand that.
Good luck to the other girls. I hope you get some answers.
Thank you, Brittany.
Not everything she's saying is true. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
You got Kiara sitting here, and she actually wants to give you a chance. But you need to tell her the truth. You don't know Brittany?
Okay, so I remember her now. She was the one who made a thread about me the time a Catfish.
I don't think she's the one who made that thread. There was already a thread about you, and other people were on it.
It's really easy for somebody to be attacking me out of anger or get their friend to attack me or anything.
So all of these strangers, they have no connection to each other, but they're all just out to get you. What reason would they have to make up the same collective lie about you?
They knew each other somehow.
The 2 women who were on here do not know each other. They only know each other because of you.
I did Catfish. Miranda, yes.
Okay.
I pretended to be a guy so I can talk to her, yes.
But Gabby, there are so many.
But I don't know any of these people. Miranda was the only person. I truly don't know who Samantha is like.
So randomly, Samantha has just decided that she wants to accuse you. It doesn't make any sense. Look,
You're not telling the truth. Like, so who is this guy that you said you were covering for when Kiara went through your phone and found out what she found out about Patrick to tell Jeanette? Who's this guy?
I didn't say that.
No, you told Kiara that you were covering for a guy.
Yeah, she said that at first before me leaving and everything.
So now you're saying that Kiara is lying.
I wasn't covering for anybody, no.
look, just so you know, Gabby, just right now, while we've been talking, Samantha just sent me a bunch of different phone numbers that she still has saved from the different guys' dating profiles that she talked to 5 or 6 years ago, okay? And I just searched those numbers right now, and one of them is registered to you. Here it is. I mean, is that your phone number?
Yeah, it was when I lived in Jersey City.
So how do you explain that Samantha, the woman that you say you have zero idea who she is, has a phone number for you that you don't use anymore?
Just for fun. Everyone's just doing this for the of it.
No, but I don't know that person. Like,
Okay. Kiara, what do you want to know?
I want the truth, but it's like it's not even coming out. Like,
she knew my number back then from somebody, I don't know, but I don't know who that person is.
Oh, there's more. She's been blowing my phone up with screenshots.
Because she's pissed.
Right, so these are all like screenshots she's been sending of messages between her and different profiles, the conversation she had with that guy Christopher, who was the BMX rider, and here's a picture that she photoshopped.
picture.
Hi Samantha something, you're pretty up. I mean, that's like obviously phony. And that number that we know is linked to Gabby, like here's a screenshot of it calling her.
Gabby, like, what the?
I don't know who that person is. Like, I wish I did.
This is your old phone number calling Samantha tons of times.
That's
There's
the
no-
proof right there. You just
Alright.
saw the phone number. I don't know how much clearer we have to get.
Yeah, I don't know, but told
Okay,
me who
so-
was she for
So
Sam.
look, Okay, look, I'm done with this because I'd like to try and help you, but I can't do that if you don't want to be helped. So, Jeanette, you don't need to be on this anymore.
I have like the answers we were looking for, but
Kiara,
you can't get trust from her. There's a lot of other people out there that can give you that. You could do way better. Come on. You shouldn't even talk to her at all, but not up to me. Thank you so much, guys.
You too.
Take care.
I know we've already helped Jeanette. She's gotten what she wants. Gabby, we genuinely are here to help you. And the fact that you are sitting here and lying in the fact that you are sitting here and lying in everyone's face and making everyone look crazy, that is just really messed up. Because when you're coming from a place of love and somebody meets you with bull, that doesn't feel good. So if you do want to finally be honest with Kiara, that's up to you.
I can see a little bit of you there. Take your time, no rush, we'll wait.
I can't wait. Come to the camera.
I'm sorry.
Makeda.
Somebody explain something. What's going on?
It wasn't Jada that you was talking to.
Clearly.
Just for our sake, can you just kind of give us a little bit of background as to how you guys know each other?
We went to college together.
Okay. And so you made the fake profile for Jada on Instagram.
Yes.
Why?
Zay's a very close friend to me, and she was going through a lot in her marriage. And I just wanted to, like, help her out. I didn't really mean for none of this to happen. I don't really know what to say to you. You look disappointed.
But why you couldn't just come to me as a regular friend, not had to fake some or lie? Like this, your whole mental and your motive behind this was really stupid, and I really hope that you
Not
know
really.
that. How is it not really?
Because clearly it got you somewhere. You wanted to leave Everett. I tried to get you out of that, and you wanted to be happy, and I wanted to see you happy. I just wanted you to see that there was other options out there.
What was the strategy then for the Jada profile? What was your concept of how that would work?
She was pretty attractive. I knew that Zay would talk to her. So it was an easy way to get to her, for her to open up to me. This is what you wanted.
What do you mean when you say what you wanted? Explain that.
This is what she wanted. She wanted to leave Eris. So I figured out a way to get that to happen. I mean, what are you really upset about exactly?
fact that it was a very close friend of mine, somebody that I really did trust, somebody that I did love. You was a really good friend to me.
So you don't love me as a friend right now?
I don't. The love is the last thing.
All that went out the window.
It did.
I don't know if I'm like in the Twilight Zone or if I'm tripping or what, but Makeda, you look very familiar.
I thought so.
Have you been on the show before?
Yes, I have.
You catfished Talicia, right? Explain that. Tell me what happened again.
I was basically catfishing her because she was going through like a hard time with her boyfriend.
Max?
Makeda, I'm not a liar. Like, I'm really not. I just did it because it felt right at that moment.
Clearly, this is a pattern that you have formed.
So let me ask you a question. Let's just, for a moment, put the past behind us and just talk about Zay. How did it go from you trying to be a friend and creating this profile to encourage Zay to make a good decision to you guys flirting and talking about starting a relationship?
I don't know. It's just something I really have to tell you, but I just don't know how to say it.
So tell us, please. It'll only help better understand the situation if you let whatever it is that's weighing you down off your chest.
Me and Zay slept together, and she knows it's true.
What? And I told you that was a mistake. I don't want to bring that up.
Was it really a mistake?
Zay. What the
is right? Is that true?
I mean, like, as far as with Makeda, that, like, I didn't really want that out.
Wait, so you slept with Makeda?
This was like 3 months ago, though.
She came over, one thing led to another. That's what happened. But what I really have to tell you is that I slept with Eris as well. 2 days after, I slept with you.
What?
Makeda, shut the up. No, you didn't.
I did.
I'm not believing that until I hear the same thing out of Eris' mouth. So
we both know how easy Eris is.
You need to cut your Makeda. Yes, we got our issues, but you talking crazy about my wife at the end of the day. You know how I feel about that disrespectful.
You don't want to hear the truth.
I've been trying to hear the truth. That's what all of this is about. Are you dumb?
Why can't we just get Eris to come talk to us? I think we really do need to talk to her. I've invited Eris to join us so that we can all just make sure we understand what did and didn't happen.
We not on good terms, not on the best terms, but at the end of the day, I know my wife, and I know that didn't happen.
Eris just messaged, and this is not honestly something she wants to do. Do I have to show my face? I really don't want to. So I said, I understand you don't have to show your face, but we need you here to speak for yourself, please. She said, okay, fine.
Hello?
Eris?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna sort of set the stage here for you. Eris, I think you know Makeda. Turns out she's the person that made the profile for Jada that Zay recently told you about.
Wow. This is ridiculous. Oh, Lord.
I'll let Zay kind of take over and explain.
I want to tell you something that I should have told you, back in like June. I was over at Makeda's house and we slept together one time.
What the I'm here being loyal and committed to our marriage regardless of what we've been through and stuff. I know that our situation hasn't been great, but that doesn't give you the right to go out and do what you want to do. That's just not how that works, because if it was the other way around, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't be fond of that.
Well, that's why we wanted to talk to you. Makeda claims that you guys slept together.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Makeda, we did not sleep together. Maybe you guys slept together, but I know I sure didn't open up my legs to you.
Stop lying, Makeda. You don't think you look stupid or delusional right now?
I can't believe I'm being lied on my freaking vagina. Like, my vagina is being lied on. I'm confused. Like, why would you say that?
Okay, well, it was to get back at Zay because she broke my heart. She hurt my feelings.
You're crazy. I broke your heart, but you're the one that pretended to be Jada for 5 months.
So?
You did that, and I told you what it was when we did sleep together. Like you knew what it was, so I'm confused as to how I broke your heart when we agreed on something and to not speak about it again.
All right, so look, let me just get this straight. So, Makeda, you said you and Eris slept together because you were hurt when you found out that the hookup with Zay didn't mean what you maybe had hoped it would.
Yes, that's what it was. At the end of the day, I mean, I hope that we can rekindle this friendship. Like, I didn't mean to hurt Zay. I didn't mean to hurt you.
But you did.
And I'm sorry for that.
This is not a friendship that can be rekindled after you did what you did. And I hope you know that. Like, you're the one that was catfishing my spouse. You're the one that slept with my spouse behind my back because you ain't married to her. I'm legally married to her. Not you or any other broad. It's me.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
And if
I
you
don't want to rekindle.
No, I am. And if I don't want to be friends, it's fine with me. Like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm just finished at this point.
Okay, so I guess Makeda, we got all we needed to get from you. I just want to make sure you understand that while you claim you had good intentions, your strategy here pretty much always ends with someone getting hurt.
Right.
I hope this is the last time we meet under these conditions, but at least you showed up and we cleared this up as best we could, and we can all move on.
Right. Okay.
All right. Bye. Makeda. Zay. Eris, this has obviously been a lot. Was there anything else that needs to be said from anyone at the moment?
I would just really want to apologize to Eris, regardless of what happens between us. I do love you, and I always will love you and protect you as best as I can.
I don't want to hear you're sorry. I don't want to hear that you love me because I don't feel like it. And I don't want to be near you, so.
That's fair.
At this point, I'm over it.
Are you done with this marriage?
Yes, I am. Speak to you guys whenever.
Yeah, sorry about this.
It's okay.
All right, bye, Eris.
Hi.
Justin just texted, okay, I'll do it.
I'm getting so anxious right now.
Boom.
Uh-oh. Feels like you guys know each other.
Are you serious? Yeah, I know who this is.
I'm Michael's ex-boyfriend. Oh, we were
Wow.
dating the whole time that he was talking to Dustin.
We were not exclusive the whole time, Bradley.
That's
And
why
for you-
I created Dustin, Michael, is to test you. We had just signed a lease in our apartment just a month before. You weren't ever around, you weren't talking to me, you wouldn't answer calls. I had a gut feeling the whole time, so I created Dustin to test you.
Bradley, you and I, yes, did sign a lease to move in together. We moved in as roommates.
Who cheated?
I found out
did.
I did not cheat.
Oh, okay. You didn't cheat on me with Dustin?
No.
After we officially ended things, you agreed as well that you wanted to be friends and see how that worked out. You wanted to be.
I never
you
said that. Don't put
yes,
words in my
you
mouth.
also said.
Don't put
you
words
also
in my
said,
mouth. I'm not the bad guy here.
Yes, you are. You created a profile lying to continue to keep tabs on me after you and I were not involved. We were not exclusive.
Michael, I loved you. Why do you think I got an apartment with you? I thought you were the one.
Oh my gosh.
I had already picked out a ring for you and everything.
You did not love me. You are such a liar.
Hold on. Let's take a quick timeout. Obviously, you guys have a lot of feelings. Let me just understand this. So, Bradley, when did you and Michael start dating?
July of 2016.
How did you guys meet?
How did we meet, Bradley?
We met online in San Diego.
We met on Grindr. We met on Grindr. Be specific.
I saw him on Grindr, I messaged, and 2 weeks later he came to LA to see me in person.
Got it. Then you guys decided to share an apartment. Was that in Los Angeles or in Las Vegas?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. I built my life in Vegas, but I was going to split my time in LA.
Got it. So you'd been dating for a few months.
Not exclusively and not on the entire time, even at that point.
That's lies, but okay.
I had no intention to be in LA the entire time.
It sounds like for Bradley, this was like the next step in your relationship, but for you, Michael, it sounds like it was more out of convenience.
It was convenient. I wasn't in love with him.
That's not true. You asked me for a ring every other day.
For fun. There's nothing wrong with talking about
it's
future.
It's just fun to get engaged. Got you. Okay.
Did I have the ring?
Obviously, there's room for interpretation as to where things are going. But at some point, Bradley, you became suspicious that Michael wasn't exclusively dating you.
It was about a month and a half into us living together.
Bradley, when you and Michael signed this lease, were you under the impression that you guys were going to be together in a relationship?
1,000,000,000%. Boom, all of a sudden he's just not coming as much anymore. He always has something to do, something. So I decided, to create Dustin.
Right.
It was just a test to see because I wanted to know where it was going. Because what Michael was saying and what Michael's actions, they didn't meet up. When I asked you where you were going, obviously I knew you were going to meet Dustin when I set up the date as Dustin. But you lied up and down, said, oh, you're just going to meet your lawyer, you're just going out for a dinner and everything. You lied constantly about everything, about who you were meeting, what you were doing, who you were hanging out with.
Wait. Michael, is this all true?
Yes. I'm not denying that you and I had a relationship. We were on at one point, and after when we were off, we also were off for long periods of time.
While you were living together?
Even while we were living together.
We became off and on from this situation. Mentally, after I learned that he was just available to talk to other guys, exchange nude photos, meet out on dates.
I didn't send nude photos.
After I learned all of that, I was gone. I was done.
Shortly after you sent that text as Dustin, how come you didn't just bring that up and confront him about it and say, look, clearly we're not on the same page here. I texted you as Dustin. You were willing to talk to me. Let's figure this out. Why didn't it all end there? Why keep talking to him as Dustin? Because I understand you would stop, but then he would come back with a new number. Why continue to engage with him when the relationship appears to have been over? Earlier today, Michael got a text message from an unknown number telling him not to meet you. Was that you looking for an easy out, trying to avoid meeting up?
Yes. But at the end of the day, continuing on as Dustin with him was just
terrible.
Terrible.
He's married and has a relationship.
I don't know this guy.
That's not okay. That's not okay. That's the point I'm making.
What's
you don't know him. That's not okay.
Is that we were in a relationship and you cheated on me.
We were not. I did not cheat on you.
When was the last time that Michael and Bradley hooked up?
A few weeks ago.
What?
Whew. Wow.
Are you gonna call the Maury show or should I?
I didn't know he was Dustin.
If there's all this animosity going on, how are we hooking up?
Yeah. If I'm such a bad person, why are you still pursuing me? And why in some weird twisted way do you still love me?
I'm not pursuing you at this point.
I said, were you?
I haven't been for quite some time.
Okay.
You reached out to him as Dustin just a few weeks ago.
Michael,
I've seen you recently where you're saying you wanted to have a sexual relationship and that you're not opposed to dating me in the future. Yes, you did. Bradley, you are a liar. Clearly this shows you are a liar. Yes, you did.
These times that we have not talked about this now. We did talk about this previously.
I have an idea. Why don't we take a quick break? Let's everyone just sort of collect themselves. Michael, are you okay if we talk to Bradley alone for a minute?
Cool. Thank you.
Hello, Bradley.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm slightly frustrated. Apparently that Michael thought that we weren't in this committed relationship together, so caught me off guard to learn.
Yeah.
There's just a part of me that feels like you're still in love with Michael and wanted to be connected in some kind of way. Even though you feel like he's been a dick, he's lied to you and whatever else, you're still actively catfishing him years later. Is there a part of you that is still in love with Michael?
In a twisted kind of way, I can kind of say yes. When your heart's still involved, you can't just drop feelings like that. You know, I did love Michael. Like I said, we were moving on into the next step of our relationship, the next phase. And then all of a sudden, that got broken to me. But it wasn't broken to me by Michael, it was broken to me via Dustin. And I never ended up getting closure from the whole situation because I never even got told from Michael that we clearly weren't in a committed relationship. I mean, we had a really good time together. They always joke, he wanted me to buy him a truck, he wanted me to buy him a ring. So I seriously considered getting a ring. He's like trying to slap me in the face now and say that whatever I had in my head was just in my head, that it didn't even really exist.
It's hurtful to have someone make it feel like they were never on the same page with you the entire time.
I really felt like Michael was the one.
Normally we have like a little bit of an inkling, like the door will open. There is nothing that is like preparing this moment.
Unless we made the Zoom calls, maybe there's a way you can do it, like so people have to request. Oh. Is that Keith there?
First of all, y'all can't just come barge into my life. Like, what is this y'all trying to do? Why do I have to reveal myself now? That's what I want to know.
Why wouldn't you ever reveal yourself before? You have been scamming me for 2 years.
I did not want to hurt you.
What would hurt me? The vision of you? The sight of your face? Like, what's supposed to hurt me?
I mean, obviously the guy in the picture, you feel like the guy is fake, but you still have been in love with me and my personality.
But who are you? When do I get to see who you are? Like, you see me right now. This is exactly what you see. All day, every day, Instagram, whatever.
Okay, fine. All y'all coming at me sideways. Like, y'all making me nervous.
All right, hey.
Hi.
Hi. What's the problem, Keith?
Because I don't want to deal. Like, I'm already hurt. I'm embarrassed. Y'all got me on this camera. Now what? Like, what's up?
You're an attractive guy. What is the tea?
It's no tea.
Wait, let's just clear something up. So wait, Keith, that's your name, right? Keith?
My name is Tay.
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 All right, well, nice to meet you. And you live in Detroit?
Correct.
What do you do for work?
I am like a model, a fashion model, and stuff like that.
Is there a reason why you haven't in the last 2 years told him the truth about who you are?
I didn't mean to catfish you. Like, this is not a fish fry. But that's the only way that I could get with you.
You didn't even try to hit me up this way first. So you never gave me the opportunity to get to know you.
We actually met a couple times. And I didn't know how he was going to react because...
Where?
I met you in LA, out before at like a couple of clubs out there. We actually had conversations and exchanged numbers, but you never called the number, so I assumed at that point, like, I wasn't your type and, you know, you weren't feeling me.
I meet a lot of people when I go out, but I don't know.
I reveal myself, so now, like, y'all want to see the whole... So basically, what you telling me is that you don't even recognize me at all.
No, I don't remember you. I don't have a Tay in my phone, period.
Why Jason's great, but like, why do all of this and go to such great lengths? Did you create this page and like customize it just for Jason?
Yeah, Jason, he got, I don't know how, I'm attracted to his lifestyle and what he do and what he can bring to the table, so that's what I like.
Do you really like Jason for him, or is it just what you see on Instagram because you know he's popping?
I mean, at first when it all started off, like, it was like that. It was just like for him, it was for the lifestyle. But then once I actually got to know him over the time, things did grow, and now I do have feelings for him. But I'm gonna just be honest, I do have a boyfriend in real life.
You gotta go. You're whack.
Nah, listen.
No, you. I don't want to listen to you. Liar.
Pause.
Lying ass.
Pause. Hold on. Jason, he has did more for me over the 2 years than my actual, the person who I'm dating. Jason, he buys me red bottoms and everything like that.
Bitch, don't lie.
So that's what the money was for that Jason was sending you for red bottles?
Suppose it was for a phone.
But yeah, I did give me a pair of Christian Louboutins.
So you want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to have a boyfriend in real life in Detroit. You want to have a sugar daddy that lives in LA. What do you think that this is?
Tell your little boo to go get him a job where he can afford your lifestyle that you want to have, which is the one that I currently live, which neither one of you bitches will get.
I gotta say, I'm not really buying it. You seem like you made a profile to talk to successful guys who have following to see who will fall for it and send you money. You're like a con artist. That's the vibe I'm getting.
That's crazy. See, it's like, and it's not even like that. My loyalty lies to Jason more than anybody because I've been waiting for 2 years.
Yeah, but I don't buy that because your aunt called and said for me to stop ruining the perfect relationship.
Yeah, because strange people keep calling her phone.
We didn't call her, she called us.
Your aunt contacted us and left us a very sassy voicemail.
She just don't want y'all just all up in my space because my boyfriend actually just like proposed to me 2 weeks ago.
So you're engaged. You don't have a boyfriend, you have a fiance.
I said yes, here's my ring right here. I said yes. The wedding is actually in Cali, so I'll leave the wedding the way how it is, and then I'll just replace the person who I'm marrying now with Jason.
Boy, bye.
Look, we gotta figure out what's going on here. Let's take a break.
I'm gonna take a break.
Okay. Let Jason think about this and see what we want to do. Tay, we'll be in touch with you shortly.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
What is with that guy? I mean, I don't believe anything he says.
He's full of bull.
Full of.
We need to figure out if this guy has anything real to tell us, because if not, we're done.
Who the was I in a relationship with? Because you're just a bamboozling lying bastard.
Eve and I both think he's full of. I want to know if you actually think that you have met him in real life.
No, we never had a dialogue. You never called me, I never called you. You didn't text me, I didn't text you. I'll tell you one thing that I know for sure. This person is all about my lifestyle.
Clout
chaser.
This is all just like a performance for him. The hits just keep coming, Oh, and by the way, this, and oh, and I'm in a relationship, and actually, he's my fiance.
He's an actor. He is an actor.
But guess what, honey? There's no mother tickets to your show, and nobody is sitting in front row.
Facts.
I'm gonna assume that you're not interested in Tay.
No, I am not.
I would be concerned if you were.
So I think you need to make that very clear to him. It's over, never gonna happen.
Right.
I'm gonna text him now and tell him to come back in the Zoom, all right? And then we'll be done with him.
Oh, costume change.
I see, it's y'all again.
Welcome back. We were just talking about the situation. I just want to encourage you to seriously think about the way that you've approached this relationship, because I think a lot of people are going to think you come across as a bit of a shithead. It appears as though you don't really give a crap about Jason or anything, or certainly not your fiance. I don't believe that deep down you're that person. I think you're kind of putting on an act.
That's not true. At this point, I'm trying to work out this relationship. Hopefully we can work this out because I really want to be with you.
Kate, you are so delusional. I don't know where.
I want to be crystal clear. I want zip, zilch, and zero. I don't want you to contact me. I don't want you to inbox me. I don't want you to text me. I want you to block my page. I don't want any contact whatsoever. No more.
I have a whole wedding that it's possibly not even going to happen because I'm sure whenever this get out, it's not going to be good. Then on top of that, Jason, he pretty much is over me. So y'all ruined everything for me. Thanks a lot.
Nobody ruined anything for you but yourself. 2 years of me talking to you has been bull, lies, and foolery. And that's on you.
Y'all is so messy. All y'all are messy.
We might be messy. That's fine. Well, I'll take the blame, Cammy. We'll take the blame, whatever. The point is...
I'm not taking...
At this point, I shouldn't even answer the phone for none of y'all.
You're not gonna hear from us. Go back to your boyfriend. You know, I hope it works out for you guys.
My advice to you is to be honest with him.
You don't have to agree with me. I'm just wanted to say my piece. Take it or leave it.
I'm gonna leave it, Nate.
This is the end of the whole Keith Jason saga.
Oh, it was so far the end, I couldn't even tell you the beginning.
Is it possible to kick him out of the meeting? I'm gonna lose my mind.
Bye.
Listen, that kid has a lot of issues.
Wow. I don't know how you got mixed up with that guy, but I'm sorry you wasted all that time.
Good riddance.
Yeah, good riddance is right.